the hell do you do? I just shell smash. What do you do? Wait, how does he beat this? I didn't expect Terminator to actually come out and potentially sweep, man. What? Yo, what's up guys? You got Pokey. I'm here with another Pokemon Sword and Shield Showdown Live. This time we're going to be featuring Falinks. If you guys missed my moveset video guide that went up earlier today, feel free to check it out, but I'll show you the team. I mentioned dual screens plus Falinks, so that's what we have today with Stealth Rock, dual screens, Mew, Throw Chop, Close Combat, Swords Dance, No Retreat Falinks, which looks incredible. Like, absolutely incredible in this, man. Like, I'm pretty excited about it, I'll be honest. I am pretty excited about it. But, the Blade, which also looks pretty good here. Checking you. I don't know, man. Falinks look kind of good, bro. Especially with my Terminator being able to shell smash and whatnot. And rapid spin spam. But yeah, anyway. In terms of how we want to do this game. I'm hoping to go towards an endgame of Falinks. Obviously, I'm very weak to Gengar, but Drapion should be a decent enough check. Put the timer on me. Whatever. Terminator gives me a good lead early on that can rapid spin versus the... Hey, thank you, fam. Have fun. Appreciate that, buddy. I really do. Terminator gives me a good lead versus Rabombi, which will allow me to rapid spin spam and potentially shell smash as well. Or even just flamethrower into a rapid spin from there, depending on how my opponent opts to play it out. Getting up dual screens and then just basically setting up with Falinks should win me the game, in theory. But I do want to try and get up maybe some hazards, if anything, so potentially rocks first. But Terminator is a great lead of choice because it allows me to flamethrower. Hello? Big fan. I'm about to say, big fan, don't want to play. Anyway, we flamethrower here as they go for stun spore, which is great because I don't think they know that Terminator now gets rapid spin. So I'm going to be able to deal with the potential webs and get rid of Rabombi. So that's a cool little thing. I don't know if you guys knew, but Terminator does get rapid spin. I was kind of hoping that my opponent didn't realize that, but we're able to get rid of webs, which is awesome. Such a great start for me because now when I get up my... First off, my Pokemon aren't going to be slow for no reason. Secondly, yeah, that's just like the big thing. Like, obviously not them being slow. So I do not need Terminator anymore. The only thing it does is really help me out with Jolteon, which is... it's a threat. Don't get me wrong, Jolteon's a threat. But Mew in general is just super good with the hazards and the screens. So I'm going to drop a Draco here as he goes for Earthquake just to knock me out. And again, I'm just going to get in my Mew and proceed to... I'll get a Reflect first in front of Diggersby. Because I guess I could Jolteon. Yeah, we'll get a Reflect first. I do... Is it better to get up Light Screen? That way I guarantee live a hit from you. I'm just worried about... you messing me up. Let me light screen first, as they turn out to be Choice Scarf. Cool. Ideally, that's not a 2-hit KO, as it doesn't look to be a 2-hit KO. Awesome. And this gives me a very nice and clean U-turn out into Falinks, as they end up going out to Gengar. This is a really cool situation because I could potentially get in my Drapion here, or I can try and go for Falinks for game. I do want to try and use Falinks a little bit later, so I think the plan is to go out into my Drapion and click Knockoff. If I get up a Knockoff, I can get up a T-Spike after. Again, Gengar isn't the biggest of threats, and getting rid of the Choice Scarf on you does go a long way in terms of setting up. And this is the mon that I want to set up with Falinks with, so I'll sack my Mew here as they go for Earthquake. Perfect. And I want to be able to no retreat with my Falinks, because again, this is a situation I want. I have a Light Screen and Reflect up, and my boy is very strong, man. He's very strong. He gets all them boosts, and he doesn't care. So I should be able to live every hit from Diggersby, provided my screens obviously stay up, and which they should. I mean, they're not going to fail right now. Hey, the GOAT. The GOAT. I do have no retreat, though, but what we'll do is... I don't see a reason not to Dynamax here and get a secondary boost as well on my attack. Yeah, let me keep going, bro. I told you, man, Falinks is really good at just late gaming and early gaming like this. And this is really cool, too, because my opponent cannot deal with this Pokemon. +2 at all. I'm +2. I'm going to kill everything. I have the screens. They can't set up and beat me at the same time either. I still have one more turn of Light Screen, which is very important. I'm faster than Jolteon. I'm faster than a non-Scarf Gengar. Crawdaunt comes out. Are they going to Aqua Jet me into Gengar? Ooh, very nice play. Just to get rid of my Light Screen. But you can't Destiny Bond, this Mon, so are they going to double back out into Crawdaunt? I don't think I have to worry about that too much, because if they do, I get damage on it, and then, like, the Blade is super good versus their team. I just got to make sure I deal with Gengar. So, if they do have to Dynamax here, or Gigantamax, rather, I still threaten them very much with Throat Chop, too. That was a good play. But, I mean, I didn't feel like I had to predict with my Falinks, man. It's a giant, it's a threat, man. I got 6 buddies right here who got my back, who can't switch. They have my back. I wonder if he's going to expect Zen Headbutt or something and go back down to Crawdaunt. I'd expect that. Maybe like an Iron Head or Zen Headbutt. Maybe not necessarily Throat Chop, but... Again, first impression from Durant will knock out Jolteon, will Revenge Kill Haxorus, and will knock out Crawdaunt. So if I get rid of Gengar here, which I managed to do, now I just get to click Close Combat with my buddies. Ooh, they're in, they're ready. They are now. And provided you connect everything, I should be good to go. So... I could see you Dynamaxing with your Haxorus. Yep. But I mean, look at my buddies go, bro. Look at them go. And this Mon doesn't necessarily matter. Like, they're not going to kill me. Yep. They do absolutely nothing to me. Nice. Let me Shadow Sneak here. Knock him out. And then I Close Combat Crawdaunt just in case it tries to set up. And I guess I'm making it come down to me hitting first impressions with Durant, which is fair. But yeah, I Close Combat Crawdaunt just in case they try to set up. As they go for knockoff to knock me out there. You should be banded, right? That's just superpower. First impression is going to destroy Jolteon. Again, I'm giving myself an 80% chance to win in this situation, you know? And because I couldn't necessarily knock out Haxorus without doing that, I think this is completely fair to do. So, let's see if we can win based on first impression. Because Drapion couldn't knock him out anyway, with knockoff, so it doesn't matter. So, it comes down to Durant hitting the 80% accurate first impression because of its hustle. Hey, good game. Beautiful. All right, so we got a mini Falinks sweep starting it off, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, guys, I'm just going to pause it until we find another battle. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we got another team, and double ghost type, man, and one of them is the Blade. So this is going to be hard. It's going to be hard, man. It really is. But I do love dual screens Mew plus friends versus this team a lot. I'm still hoping to try and get Falinks to sweep. They have a Rotom fan too, man. This is going to be difficult. That much I can say. But I love Drapion. Its ability to check you and you is amazing. And Mew getting up Light Screen and Reflect very early will ideally help me not lose to potentially Como as well. Durant's first impression isn't bad. Checks the Focus Sash this. Checks Espeon if it gets out of hand. Can check a weakened Como. I definitely have to be very careful about this game though. But we are going Mew early as Mew... Hey, have fun. As Mew gives me dual screens. And I mean, I'm assuming Mamoswine's going to go for either Rocks or switch out into Espeon here. But we're going to Reflect first. And then we're going to get up a Light Screen before you turning out. I don't think I have to worry too much about what Espeon can do too right here. Because I, much like my opponent, have answers. So... what I can do is just bring out my Drapion and knock off. I'm assuming they're going to Yawn or something like that as they end up going out to Como. Now, I am faster than Como, so we're going to go for Taunt. That way it can't set up on me. Though I guess it could Dynamax. Nice. So it goes for Clanging Scales, lowering its defense. And this is even better because it does potentially give me Toxic Spikes. And I think I'm actually going to go for it considering my Turtonator is there and to deal with his team. So, yeah, I'm good with that. Especially because this Poison Jab is going to hurt. So I just miss out on the KO on Como, but it being this weekend is also super good for my Durant. They have them weakening this makes sense because they have their Deblade, obviously, but me weakening Durant is great. And I can just Poison Jab again because they won't be able to go for their setup after. Because my screens do go down, don't see a reason to not go out to Mew. Set them up all over again. I meant to set up a Reflect first. I definitely don't see a reason not to do this. Toxic Spike is going to break the Focus Sash on everything. And, I mean, I guess we're doing this all over again, but it's the exact same thing. I actually get momentum here, too, because they go for the setup, and unfortunately I get a crit. Didn't really want to get a crit. Now, the cool thing about Turtonator is it also checks the blade, so I'm very happy about that. And I can also make the Durant play, I feel, because it's super strong versus even Rotom. In terms of my... Well, I mean, I don't mind Falinks. It's just... I think Durant's a little bit stronger just because of Hustle. And again, having that T-Spike up is going to be huge in terms of breaking through, like, Poltergeist and Focus Sash Mamoswine. I do want to get up rocks as well, and I think this is my opportunity to. I also want to be able to waste their screen. I'm assuming they might go for Thunderbolt. They could go for Will-O-Wisp, which I wouldn't mind. This thing is a problem, right? But if I break through their screens, I win the game with Turtonator, as they end up going on into the Blade. We'll Stealth Rock first, because I don't think Swords Dance the Blade is the biggest of problems. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. I do think this is my opportunity to Dynamax here. I'm assuming they're going to do the same. Or if not, very, very, very close. But I need to weaken this thing because I have a shot of winning with my Pokemon in the back. Perfect. Alright, so if they want to go out into, I guess, Poltergeist or Mamoswine. Yeah, that's completely fine. Max Strike. I mean, it lowers their speed, to say the least, so we'll try that. Yeah, because this gives me my screens again, and that should give me a hopeful win with either the Blade or... I think the Blade is actually better than winning with Falinks, so we're going to do that. We're going to get up my screens again. I'm assuming they're just going to get up their rocks if they want to. But the fact that their screens is gone just makes this a lot easier to win. Because again, my Blade is just so deadly versus them. It's so deadly. And me not having to deal with screens just makes it a lot easier, like I said. So the Blade is very deadly. Durant's very deadly too. And I'm actually going to make that play. Obviously, Mew is the most expendable member, but it being under screens means that I can take 2 hits from Rotom. I mean, it takes 2 hits to kill me is what I meant. Just Iron Head here. Want to make sure I can at least hit an attack. Great. So we get rid of Mamoswine. Again, Como is a non-factor. Rotom is a threat, don't get me wrong, but we're trying to win the game with Swords Dance. The Blade. Come on, buddy. Hey, that's what I needed you to do. Uh-oh, you might have messed up, my friend. If I hit the second one, it's a wrap. And especially if he Dynamaxes here, too. Yeah, because then he can't do it with Poltergeist. Let's see. We do land it. Which should mean victory. Could be wrong, though, but we just Shadow Sneak here. Yeah, we just Shadow Sneak the Poltergeist twice. Good game. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get in with Falinks. And Falinks could have done it, but I mean, you know, double Ghost, Psychic type. I think it just made more sense to play to my strengths in this game and to potentially abuse my rocks and abuse the fact that I should get Surprise T-Spike, as I was able to do that. And the fact that, I mean, I obviously crit Espeon, so don't get me wrong, that was big. But with U-Turn plus Poison, I would have been able to Shadow Sneak. It would have forced out my Blade earlier, but I mean, the Blade was just a good Pokemon in this game in general. Like, it was in a decent position no matter what, I felt. But yeah, so if they went Poltergeist, they couldn't knock me out with Shadow Ball. I basically went for Shadow Sneak twice to knock them out. And because they wasted their Dynamax on Durant, on going for Nasty Plot, I think they should have maxed Airstream first. But I understand them going for Nasty Plot because I had screens up. This is why I like Mew. Mew, I think, would have actually benefited them a little bit more than Espeon just because of my U-turn ability. Whereas Espeon has to hard switch every single time. But, I mean, then again, they wouldn't have had Magic Bounce. But yeah, we'll pause it until we find another battle, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, so right now we have a team of what I like to call problems. I got some threats, man. Specifically, first impression Galactapod. Now, I do like T-Spikes here. Wearing down Galactapod, Arcanine, and Heliolisk. Specifically Arcanine, considering its Intimidate can be annoying for Durant and Blade, but actually amazing for Falinks. I love Falinks in this, just got a weakened Galactapod, which is why I do like drop. I didn't mean to start early. I wanted to explain a little bit more before I was doing what I was doing. But the idea is T-Spike up mean that Galactapod is weakened enough for Falinks, right? Arcanine is dealt with Falinks. I have the Lumberry, so I'm not as worried about Arcanine. I am going to go for Toxic Spike here, though, because I should be able to survive one hit, or at worst, Speed Tie and get it up. But in terms of endgame, I do think that both Falinks and Blade are going to be very good. And the reason I think that... I'm going to knock him off, by the way, that way he doesn't get any recovery. But the reason I think that the Blade is going to be fantastic here is because of its ability to deal with Braviary. We'll just taunt you, that way you can't get up hazards. If he Earthquakes, so be it. Earth Powers, same thing. Yeah, this one's actually a threat. See if I can get a 30% poison on this bad boy. Yeah, because I figured Rapid Spin was about to happen. So, we'll get up a T-Spike again if possible, considering I don't know how fast his Claydol is. And I don't mind this because I have Durant to click First Impression, right? It's just that Arcanine is annoying, too. That's perfect. Okay, so I think the goal is hopefully don't Earth Power because this is actually a very big risk. Alright, perfect. I could do this and sack Drapion, keeping up a T-Spike and being able to get in my Durant to click First Impression. And this is very important because we deny the Rapid Spin and we force Arcanine to come in and take the poison, which is what I want. So let's do this. Come on, buddy. Maybe my opponent won't even think about it. Great. So I get the poison on the Mon I wanted to get poison, and I don't because it has... Oh my god! Yo, the superpower kill... I'm like half tempted to do so, man. I really am. But no, I'm going to make the Mew play instead. Main reason I'm going Mew is because I need the screen up in order to take hits from Claydol and Caparaja. And at least this gives me a Reflect for Galactapod, as well as potentially Rocks too. So, yes, my opponent has hazards up on me. One of them on that is actually very good that I'm noticing as the game is progressing is Turtonator. Not something I definitely expected to be too good, but definitely nice. Especially because I have the screens up. I don't actually see how you beat this Pokemon. What the hell do you do? I just Shell Smash. What do you do? Wait, how does he beat this? I didn't expect Turtonator to actually come out and potentially sweep, man. What? Oh my gosh, I'm actually tempted to just Dynamax here too. Yeah, I don't see a reason not to. You can't beat this Pokemon. This Mon wins. What? You got swept by Turtonator. No! No! But yeah, I just click my Max Flare and kill absolutely everything. You're going to die. I believe. It's +2 in the sun, man. Oh, just barely shy of the KO. But, as seen, you can't KO me back. So that's great. And my First Impression knocks you out. They do manage to max guard, which is smart. I'm going to Rapid Spin like a man. As I do end up dying. But again, that's completely fine as long as I land my First Impression, which is a pretty common thing in this for me to say. But Falinks still looks great. They already wasted their Dynamax. Let's see if we can land my First Impression, though, because that's pretty important. Otherwise, I have to try and use the Blade here, which the Blade can still win. Don't get me wrong, the Blade's amazing. But with their double normal type, it becomes a little bit harder to use it, I feel. Hey, okay, so we get rid of Braviary. Perfect. I think I knock out Arcanine with Sewer Power. I'm not 100% sure of that, though. As I go Caparaja, I think I knock you out for Sewer Power for sure. It is life for a baby. Yeah, so I mean, this does allow them to get in their Arcanine, I guess. But getting rid of Caparaja is better for my Blade. Granted, Arcanine is a problem. due to its Intimidate and Will-O-Wisp. The Blade still can beat a lot of their team. I'll go to Mew because Mew won't die to burn if they go for it. I think that light screen is better. Yep. They should be slower than my Falinks, so I can Swords Dance up here. There we go. Let me go ahead and with the CC now. And the great thing about close combat is if it doesn't knock them out, which it will, if it didn't knock them out, I'd be able to smack them after anyway. Oh boy. You are going to get out of here real quick, bro. Take this +2 CC. That's what I like to see, baby. And again, Durant's hopefully... I love the combination of Falinks plus Durant, man. This is really good. I love that combination, baby. They're doing some work together. But yeah, I just go out to the Blade and mess them up after. Click close combat again as they go right for the Thunderbolt. All I got to do is send out the GOAT here. Click close combat. If they went Durant, they would have died. If they went Golisopod, they would have died. That plus rocks. And Golisopod should die to poison, so I just go for Shadow Sneak. Ooh, they knocked me out because they're banded, but it doesn't matter because I have the poison. Good game. I don't think I hacked that dude either, did I? Maybe I did. But, beautiful. What's it called? Falinks showing its worth with the Lumberry and the Swords Dance. So that's why I didn't no retreat, because I wanted to make sure I could KO something like Arcanine. But Durant always showing how strong and how good it's been this entire time. Honestly, I've been super impressed with Durant. Not to like cut it off because I'm about to pause it until I find another battle because it's taking me a little while considering it's a little bit later at night than I typically record. Well, that's not true. I record at all hours of the day. It do not matter. It do not matter. But I'm actually really liking Durant. Has anybody... Feel free to answer this, by the way. Has anybody used Durant much? I fought it in Battle Spot, and it was... Again, I'm about to cut it off to find another one, but I fought in Battle Spot, and it was an absolutely giant threat, right? With max Rockfall and max Thunderfang and all that stuff. First impression is scary too. It does a lot of damage, man. I actually want to use Durant in the OU tier, and I think I will. Even when Dynamax gets banned, just because first impression is so cool. But yeah, we'll pause it, guys, until we find another battle. I will be right back. All right, guys, so we have my biggest weakness, my Melodic. And they have a T-Spike Absorber too. Why? Now, luckily my opponent's running Sticky Web. I'll be honest, because Vikavolt does learn Sticky Web, so Turtonator obviously is a decent lead matchup versus Vikavolt, considering I can just Flamethrower into Rapid Spin. And I also resist Thunderbolt and Bug Buzz, though I don't know how well I take them from like a Specs Vikavolt, for instance. I think Drapeon's going to be... I'm like hovering over Durant, but I think Drapeon's going to be key. If I manage to get rid of the Salazzle, which is obviously a big threat. But I really do like Falinks here if I don't manage to mess it up and lose to my Lodic or get burnt. But the Lumberry is going to help me out. So I do like the screens, and I love Falinks here. But we're going to go Turtonator just in case they end up leading off of Vikavolt, because I can just Flamethrower into Rapid Spin them. We're going towards an endgame of... Falinks, like winning the game. Now they end up bringing out their Melodic, and I would love to... Is it good to burn you? Because maybe I won't be able to beat you with my Falinks. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm going to go Mew and see if I can burn them as they go for Dragon Tail here. And they get me onto Durant, which isn't bad, but it's not good either. I don't want Durant in because I can't knock him out. So I'm going to see if I can get up... I do get the burn on them, which is cool. We'll see if we can get up our rocks here, as they're probably going to go Claydol. And... I mean, the Blade's role isn't really to do too much, I want to say. They do unfortunately crit me, which really sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. Luckily, I'm able to live the next one, which is very important. And from here, we'll go like maybe Drapion and click knockoff, because Drapion's unguardable in terms of knockoff plus taunt. So, perfect. It's time to bring out the Durant, and honestly, I don't want to miss here, man. I really don't. I'm actually tempted to Dynamax and just go for Max Flutter, but like this is going to do so much damage to something. I'm going to click it. I'm going to click it. I'm not about to miss. I'm sorry. Like, get out of my sight. I'm going to keep these up, and yes, I'm probably going to switch versus Salazzle, which, I'm going to be honest, I might even survive a hit from. I'm not going to survive a hit from, but you know what? I can Shell Smash up a Turtonator after, so I'm going to allow them to... Okay, yeah, I'm definitely not surviving a hit now. I'm going to allow them to do that damage to me. Drapion's still good. Falinks is still decent. No retreats. Or just gotta make sure I can beat my Lodic. If their Dragon Tail recovers Scald, I don't know if they have Haze as their last move. Oof, you are problematic. I gotta make sure I have enough Pokemon to beat you too. Okay. As much as I love Turtonator for its ability to break through this, I'm just gonna Shell Smash here. Like they're a problem. But Draco into, I mean, if they switch, best case for me. But Draco into Shadow Sneak, I hope will knock them out after they Undynamax. Best case for me, they max guard here. Or they hard switch. That's perfect. Okay, them hard switching was probably the best thing ever for me because now they die to +2 Shadow Sneak for sure. And I'm going to drop a Draco on this Milotic. I'm actually very surprised they switched. Ooh, just shy of the KO. Beautiful damage. I'm okay with Dragon Tailing because literally every Mon will be good and they get me the best Mon possible. They actually get me into the best Mon possible because this is the freest of knockoffs. Amazing. So, probably the best turn because Drapion can taunt and do its thing. I can also Shell Smash maybe one more time, potentially, because Turtonator actually can win this game. We're going to taunt you. I might even be able to no retreat and win, too. I think I could do that. Yeah, I think I could do that. Let me get him a T-Spike if possible, I guess. It doesn't matter. I'd rather them knock me out. Because I think Falinks can win this in the endgame. Let me actually taunt. That's fine. Because the blade's slower than everything anyway, and I have heavy-duty boots on this, so... No retreat, buddies! Let's go! I have a Lumberry, so they can't beat me down. Falinks, let's get it. Let's get it. It's time, buddy. Let's go. Let's get it. My little guy's about to come through. Obstacle, man. I do not care. That obstruct does not matter because, unfortunately, you lack... I mean, what if he has random quick attack? Look at my Defiant. I'm stronger. Yep, so like, I mean, I was trying to get the opportunity to set up with this bad boy, but I do think that, I'm gonna, before we keep going, because I'm gonna win the game, I do think that if that Salazzle stayed in, it could have been a lot worse. I don't know the calcs on +2 Draco on a Dynamax Salazzle, because Dynamax is obviously dumb, it gives you double that HP, so my opponent probably still had good odds of winning, at least at that point. Right? But I mean, at this point, they don't. Yeah, exactly. At this point, Falinks just clicks Close Combat and clicks Throw Chop twice and does it. Not bad, man. I'm happy. Also, I think, is that top 10 in UU? That might actually be top 10 in UU. I'm not entirely sure. I've been playing a lot of UU as of late, and I think offense is stupid good in UU right now. It's you either use offense or you use hard stall. Well, semi-stall. I don't think hard stall is the best, but is that? Hey, I am top 10 in UU. Your number 1 is very far off. But look at your boy hitting top... Oh, we beat him today. Nice. Look at your boy hitting top 10 at UU. Not even bad. But yeah, overall thoughts on Falinks, since I'll probably just end it there, considering we started with a Falinks sweep and it ended with a Falinks sweep. Fun Mon. Very fun Mon. I think that the Swords Dance set is extremely scary. And the main reason I SD'd there is because had they went for Thunderbolt, obviously I would have attacked them. Like, I wouldn't have... Well, I've went for Swords Dance again. But... I wanted to be able to knock out Driftling guaranteed. But them using their Dynamax early was pretty big, and me using my Dynamax early was also pretty big. But I don't know, man. I'm just like paranoid of... Like, Claydol spinning away my rocks would make the game a lot harder. Because Salazzle is a fast Pokemon versus my team. It's faster than everything. And my main way of dealing with it would be Stealth Rock damage, chip, and like First Impression if it was weakened enough. It had to be really weakened for First Impression to knock it out. And like Shadow Sneak from the Blade. Or just hoping that my Pokemon could take hits. So that Mon was going to be a problem every single way. So maybe I should have just clicked First Impression, because First Impression would have killed Claydol, but I was very paranoid about missing. And had they not Dynamax with Salazzle, I'll be honest, they might not have killed me. Be real. Durant might have lived that, bro. Definitely not. But I didn't have a switch into that at that point anyway. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed. I think Falinks is a very solid Pokemon. I think Swords Dance is really cool, especially in UU. I think in OU you have to use Zen Headbutt, which is really holding it back in my opinion, because I think Iron Head is a little bit better considering all the fairy types. But you literally have to use Zen Headbutt because Toxapex is in the tier. But overall, the little guys, the buddies, the goons, they're pretty clean, man. And Lumberry is just, I think Lumberry is a superior item in the UU tier, especially if you're running Swords Dance. Hella run Lumberry. But of course, if you guys did enjoy, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. I think I forgot to say that my friend Lily helped me with the movesets in the team. So I might have forgotten to say that. It's late. So my bad, Lily, if I didn't say that. But shout out to Lily, of course. Great UU player. And obviously, I mean, I just hit top 10. So not bad. But I rode the top 10 over before it even starts next year. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Leave a like if you enjoy it. Goodbye, my friends.